here in my Airbnb in Puerto Rico.
What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. She Really Had a Baby, where I'm reclaiming and redefining baby mama. I'm so excited about today's video. It's something a little different than my channel is used to because it is travel content. I decided to take a trip to Puerto Rico by myself for my first ever vacation, first ever solo trip, and I had an incredible time and I'm so excited to tell you guys all about it. If you're following me on my other social media channels, Instagram and TikTok, which is at This Is Jessica Rose, then you're already familiar with the fact that I launched and sold out of my first ever children's book, Mommy Can You Write Me a Bedtime Story. I haven't officially announced it here on YouTube yet. I know I showed you guys a little bit of the behind the scenes process, but in celebration of just myself, how far I've came, and then the success of the book and box launch, I wanted to take a trip.
I'm here in my Airbnb in Puerto Rico, and I'm obviously going to show you guys my Airbnb. Disclaimer, I got this Airbnb for really cheap, like $200 or $300 for almost an entire week. So, I mean, I thought I was just kind of on a deal, but one thing I will say is it's hot as hell in here. So it's like the door, it's very simple and small. Little hallway, and then you come in. Here's the bedroom. It's about to be a vacation. Oh, it's literally so hot in here. But it feels good. It feels like vacation hot, you know? Like I feel like I already have like a Puerto Rican glow. A little bit, maybe, no? I'm not super bougie or anything like that, but I did see 2 bugs. Like, I don't know what you want to call them, roaches or whatever. And I did have a couple of taxi drivers that told me that the area that I was in was not the best area. Nonetheless, I was safe. Now look at this, y'all. Okay, well, I was barely in my Airbnb. I spent so much time out and about. In fact, the same day that I landed, I booked myself a food tour in Old San Juan. It was a great opportunity to get introduced to one of my favorite restaurants while I was there, which ended up being Cafe El Punto, and that's because the alcapurria and the mofongo with the stuffed avocado there was so good. I ended up going back there another day that I was out there. So the next morning I had an excursion, an experience is what they call it on Airbnb, to go snorkeling in Condado Lagoon. I was under the impression that I would be swimming with turtles because of the photos that were on the experience listed on Airbnb. It just wasn't anything really special. I realized after doing that experience that it was something I could have done on my own. Also, Condado Lagoon was very much like wavy, and the current was pretty strong there, so I didn't anticipate getting as sick as I did. After I threw up, I felt better. I got myself a pina colada and I just laid out right there on Condado Lagoon, talking on the beach, taking pictures, hanging out, and I scored myself some Tito's vodka. I just finished chilling on the beach, talking with some people, and someone even looked out and they were like, hey yo, do you want some of our Tito's to put in that pineapple, whatever it was, pina colada? And I was like, yeah, see, that's what you get for talking to people. They give you free alcohol. That sounds really bad in an unfamiliar place by yourself, but I feel like I vetted the situation accordingly. Basically, it was the start of me making friends. They gave me some alcohol. I drank it, chilled, laid out, and then I decided to get off the beach and head over to a really dope restaurant. So I went to La Marqueta. I got some margaritas there, and then I decided it was time to call for my Uber. But while I was outside waiting for my Uber, I was kind of recording myself after being kind of tipsy, and a follower of mine came up to me. Oh my god, yeah. That's my friend. Hi, I'm Jessica. Nice to meet you. the vlog.
Just say, when I first became a baby mama, like, I had to find my tribe, okay?
It was just a really dope feeling to see that, you know, somebody enjoys my content and was able to recognize me in a place like that where I'm not even at home in California or anywhere, just like what are the odds. But they were super cool. It was her and her friend. I believe her name was Sierra. So shout out to Sierra. I appreciate you rocking with me.
I don't know how much you would charge me to wait and take me back to San Juan, but I can pay you if you want to wait, because people act like they don't want to come over there to pick me up.
I can wait. I don't mind.
You wait. Shower, change, fresh, room a mess, but ready for San Juan. Hopefully my Uber driver is outside.
And I got to Plaza de Colón. Then it was time to meet up with ABDIEL. He took me around Old San Juan to all these dope places, and he taught me so much about using my camera for photography, and we shot photographs together. It was really more so just, you know, really seeing Old San Juan through the eyes of a photographer. So after wrapping up with the photographer, I decided to kind of just walk around Old San Juan. I went back to that restaurant that I saw on the food tour. But when I was sitting there going to pay, I left my debit card at the first restaurant. So I'm about to walk my way back to go get it. Luckily they have it. I think that was the end of my day there. Made it home after another amazing day. You guys, everything closes at like 9 o'clock because Puerto Rico's under curfew. Good morning. It's Monday, day 3 in Puerto Rico. Waiting for my Uber. Booked a hike to a hidden gem, Waterfalls. So this day was a great day, basically. My first issue was that they kind of just overpacked the tour bus situation. Although the people ended up being super dope. I met two girls, Ziamara and Yessie, who are super dope and amazing chicks. And then this was actually where I met one of my favorite couples on the trip, Miguelita and Wilt. It was actually Miguelita's birthday. So the drive there was really far. It was a super far drive to get to the location. But then when we finally got to our destination, the hike to the waterfall itself was not that bad. It was about 10 minutes, even though there were some steeper parts that were a little bit scary, a little bit slippery. I won't say scary, a little bit slippery, but it was absolutely beautiful there. The waterfall was bomb. I just stripped naked and hopped in, and not butt naked, but you know what I mean. So we're leaving, we're gonna go get something to eat now. The waterfall was absolutely amazing. I tried to jump off this thing, but I definitely couldn't, so I'm sad about that. But we had a great time, and now we're gonna go get something to eat, so it's beautiful, we're gonna leave now. The waterfall was absolutely beautiful, and I met 4 amazing people, and we actually decided that we were gonna go out that night. I just got back from the waterfalls. It was amazing. So this is all from yesterday. Y'all see that? It hurts. I met a really cool couple, Miguelita and her fiance. They are originally from Boston. They live in Miami. She's a nurse. I don't know what he does. I also don't remember his name. But they're super cool. They're a vibe. Black couple. We bonded on the trip. And they actually gave me a ride home, so I didn't have to get an Uber and wait for Uber, because you guys know Uber is so complicated over here. And then also we're gonna go out tonight, so I'm excited about that. They picked me up, and then we went out, and y'all. I definitely had way too much alcohol. I woke up and I let some things come out of both sides and caught my Uber in, got her Starbucks, and met up with the tour truck. So the first location that they took us to was a place called La Cueva de Indio, and it starts off as this beach with this like rock formation that you essentially kind of scale up and crawl over. It was just a very beautiful place. Words cannot explain how much you need to book this experience with them.
teeth up, watch my face, throw my clothes on, start my day. Friends go, it was simple when the ends low.
We ended up getting food. This was the best food that I had the entire trip. The fish was just absolutely delicious. The mofongo, like the rice with crab, the pina colada. I'm so upset that like I'm not there right now eating this. The second location that they took us to was my absolute favorite. It was Hacienda La Esperanza. This beautiful empty beach, kind of caved off from the ocean with rock formation, so that the area that you can go out to, even though it isn't super deep, you can just float. The water isn't super salty, it's so clear. It was so relaxing that I felt like I was just floating around in heaven there.
Me, I got a war for some people need knives and guns. Same ones just talk and run. Where my friends go.
It's a workout out here. It's beautiful, but it is a workout.
Back to his side of the fence there.
I thought I was gonna die.
Money on the books, need all that. My kids, they'll be ballin'. Got a real bankroll, not for Instagram. My mama on the line, keep calling. Praying for me, know I need all that. Told me it's not about ballin'. Real blessed, but I'm still sinning, man. What would you do for a win? What would you do for your friends? What if this life is a foe? What if it all is pretend? What if you wrote to the end? What if you started again? This is real life, not a game.
This shot is called the blowjob. So we'll see if I can do it the right way. It's been a while, a couple months.
We all split a taxi home and I was so sad to leave them.
I fell in love with the people this trip, and I did tours. I came by myself, and this is one of the amazing people that I met. I love her.
Christy, K-Dugs, you know, KDOGZZ. Hello, period.
We just all just hit it off in a great way. And even though she's currently dating a black man that doesn't know the song Area Codes by Ludacris,
He's still a black man.
I'm so sorry.
he's still a black man and we protect them at all costs.
Exactly.
You know how it is.
He's just embarrassed himself. It's okay. See,
I'm so happy I met you guys. You're gonna get the Google Drive link. Get home safely. Enjoy your last day.
I really, really, really fell in love with Puerto Rico. I fell in love with the people that I met. I fell in love with myself, and I highly recommend taking the solo trip. Like, if you can, just do it. Like, figure out a way to get it done because it's so worth it. I can't wait to travel more. This has really put like a travel bug inside of me, and hopefully share that with you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that if you're going to Puerto Rico, that you check out some of these places or check out some of these experiences and let me know what you think. But other than that, make sure that you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you're following me on Instagram at This Is Jessica Rose or TikTok at This Is Jessica Rose. And yeah, I hope I didn't leave anything out, but that was my trip to Puerto Rico. And now I have like 15 minutes to hurry up and get my stuff together to go pick Nylah up from her dad because it's time to be back on mommy mode. And I'm really excited because I miss her a lot. I got her a little Boricua doll, so we'll see if she likes it or appreciates it. But yeah, love you guys. Bye.